My name is Alicia. I'm married to Woo-hyun. I work in the nonprofit sector at a global mission organization in communications. And I was baptized into City on a Hill in 1987, and I was confirmed here as well in 2004.
My name is Alex Shin. I'm engaged to Sarah Kim, and I've been attending City on a Hill since 2003. I currently work with the TTC as an administrative assistant.
Hi, my name is James Kim. I've been part of City on a Hill since 1996. I'm married to Carolyn Kim, and I have two beautiful daughters, Ella and Eva. And I've been part of the missions program in the City on the Hill since 1998. I'm currently the deacon of global missions.
So Perspectives, it's a 15-week long discipleship course. It really covers kind of the entire spectrum of sort of missions by looking at the biblical, historical, cultural, and strategic elements of mission. So every week for the 15 weeks, a different person comes in to speak. They might be a missionary, they might be a business person, they might be a professor or a strategist. So they're coming from all different scopes. And yeah, it's kind of lecture style, but there's weekly lessons, there's assignments you do, and a final paper. So it's kind of like being back in school.
The main thing that Perspectives revealed to me was it kind of changed my view of life in a way. And I guess that's why it's called Perspectives. It gives you a new perspective on our lives. And it can, and it most likely will change the course of your life. You see from going through this course that the Bible, from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it really reveals a common theme where God is on a mission, and He's on a mission of redemption. And you see that play out throughout the Bible. So it helped me to understand the Bible a lot more. It helped me to understand what God's mission is and why we are here in this world right now.
For me, one of the key things that I learned, just seeing how our God is a global God, and just seeing how He works in different contexts, and yeah, seeing God really work in places where we might not have thought that He would have been there, but He is. He's already there working. Yeah. So just as we came to salvation through someone telling us the gospel, we are also to go out and speak the gospel so that they can be blessed. If you want to gain bigger understanding of who our God is and how He's moving and working, we can only grow in our love for our God as we grow in our knowledge of Him. So if you want to grow in your love and worship of Him, I would encourage you to take this course.
It doesn't have to be because you want to go into missions as as something long term. It doesn't have to be because you're a really missions-minded person. I think honestly, it does, kind of as James is saying, really inform your life no matter where you are in your life and no matter what you are studying or what you're doing for your job or kind of what career you have. It was really an insight into what God's mission was, as opposed to really figuring out what place you play or kind of what your mission is. It was really discovering, truly what God's mission is in the world, and how we can sort of fit ourselves into that.
Rooted in Christ, for me, means that we are blessed to be a blessing because of what Christ has done in my life and in our lives. That's why we can go out and be a blessing to others, and that they would come to know salvation and the loving truth of who He is and have a relationship with Him.
Rooted in Christ means having the same desires that God has. And we know that God is a missionary God. He's on a mission, and He is going to redeem humankind. So we need to be part of that. As His children, we need to be part of our Father's work.
We'll always have things that are competing for our time and our energy and our resources. And I think there are always forces at work that are trying to sever our ties with our Creator. And so I think when I think about the term rooted in Christ, I think it's really about entrusting your identity to He who created you. Because once you do that, I think you start to know more of the character of God, and his mission does become pertinent to our lives, and it becomes the kind of guiding force, I think, for everything that we do once that's entrusted to him. So I think that as long as we really aim to kind of discover more of who God is, in turn we will learn more about ourselves, and we will be able to participate in God's mission and exactly what he planned for our life here on earth.